Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. This is Big Fields Farm. This is a new mod map out by NinjaCurt. It's 49.98 megabytes to download. It's funny that I was only talking about on the Oak Hill map tour yesterday, day before yesterday, how maps are vastly different, and this is one of those ones that is put it on play, or you can build it and create it to be whatever you want it to be. It is not billiard table flat, but it's not far off. The field sizes range from 0.3 0.4 0.39 0.4 hectares to 66.8 hectares in size. All of the sell points, everything is in the middle. We'll have a look at the map. This is the map. So, pretty much everything is located in the middle. We've got our biogas, we've got all of our sell points, we've got the main store, we've got our main farm. I'm on New Farmer, I'm on normal economy for the map tour. On New Farmer, the slot count is 448, which is weird because in your head I'm trying to reconcile a map download size of 49.98 megabytes. How is the slot count 448? Well, you do start with a fair bit of equipment and you do start with all of the animal pens. This map has it has one mod. Everything else involved is all base game stuff. So all the pens are base game pens. They all hold the same amount that the base game pens hold because that's what they are. There is a sleep trigger mod, which I'll show you in a bit. So the slot count is 448 out of 1299 on New Farmer. However, if you come onto this on Farm Manager or start from scratch, you don't have any vehicles, you don't have any of the buildings. The slot count is 273. That gives you plenty of scope for playing. What I also like about this is for those people that want to do the big machinery stuff, and I always get people saying, I want to do big farming, big fields like Mustang Valley was, and that kind of thing. This is one of those maps. But you can start off fairly small. Field prices of 35 grand, 35 grand, 40 grand. Then we go up a little bit to 101, then up a little bit more, and it kind of spirals out. And you kind of build up and build up until you get up to field 3, which is 4,276,000, and it is colossal. Are there contracts available? Yes, there are. And is it showing any of the big ones? I mean, fertilising field 4, 71 grand. When I was having a look around the map just to familiarise myself, there was one for fertilising on field 3 for 121,000. It's going to take you a long time, but it is doable. So this is the main store. This is where we start. The buy point is just over there. Our sell point, repair, customize point is just here. This is also the reset point, so if anything goes wrong, vehicles reset to here. Now the other thing about this, if field 3 just isn't big enough for you, if you want to use all the big machinery and you want to go huge, there's no fences. There's plenty of forestry around the map. There are trees lining most fields. But again, if you want to cut those down, there's the T-Rex, there's the big bulldozer, the big bulldozer, the NMC bulldozer with that cutter header, and you can remove all of those in no time, or you can log them and make money. The biogas plant is just here, which you have to buy, like all biogas plants if you want to use it. It's 275,184 to buy this. When you do buy it, it will take all of the regular things that a biogas plant takes. So it won't take wood chips, it won't take potatoes, sugarcane, anything like that. But in all honesty, you could place another one. That's the beauty of this map, is that it does say in the mods hub that it is designed, primarily, all land near paved road is level, good for placeables. So it is designed with placeables in mind and customizing the map. And with the landscaping tool, you can make yourself, bigger hills, lower dips. You can put ravines. You can do whatever you like. So it is that you've got one end of the scale. You've got a map that is ready to go. Nothing you want to do to it. Nothing you can really do to it. You just play on it. Then you've got a map like this, which is a kind of build it yourself, which you absolutely can do if you want to. From here, we'll go across, then we'll take in most of the sell points. There is a train that runs around the entire outside of the map, which takes in 2 railroad silos and 2 of the sell points that we've got on the map. But as we cross the road, we've got a fuel point, we have got a lime station just there, we've got the bales sell point, is this one just here. We've got a livestock market, which is just here, which again, until seasons get sorted, that's not really going to, I don't know how that's going to work. If we come across the road here, we've got our sawmill. The wood chip point is just over there. The lumber point is just here. If we cross the road here, we've got the vegetable warehouse sell point. If we cross the road here, we've got the bakery sell point. And we cross the road here, and we've got our spinnery. So all of the main sell points are all right here. It does say the farm is located in a small industrial stop between towns, and that's why it's built up across roads in the middle of nowhere with all of these sell points, and it's a sort of industrial complex, and this is your farm. Now what we'll do is come across here, and I'm going to stop just there, because if you come onto this on Farm Manager or start from scratch, none of this farm stuff is here. You don't have any of it. The slot count is down. What I'm going to do is cut to a video I did a little while ago just to show you what this is going to look like if you come onto it on Farm Manager or start from scratch. So there you go. But this is what it looks like with. Now we do have a farmhouse. If we come in, it's the standard Giants farmhouse. I'm not tired, but if I was, that's where I'd want to go. But if we go into the menu and go across to our placeables, the only mod that is available, all the rest is all base game stuff, is under farmhouses. There is a sleep trigger for 1,000. So if you don't want that farmhouse, you want to bring one in yourself, you want to place any kind of building, whether it's a shed, all the way up to, you know, whatever it might be, a factory, and put your sleep trigger there. That's entirely up to you. We do have an open barn building with all of our machinery under it just here. We've got our horses just here. Pigs just there. Cows across that side of the road. Our sheep just there. And our chickens are just over here. Our silo is also an in-game one, so it's not a multi-fruit one, but again, if you don't want it, get rid of it. If we go into our menu and we go to garage, we've got to start with the voucher N174, 2 Fendt Favorites. The harvester at the moment is out in the field, one of the fields that we own. At the start, we've got a Fortschritt trailer header, then we've got a header for the harvester, we've got a cultivator, seeder, fertilizer spreader. We do have a weeder, and we've got a load of stuff for the animals, but then we move on to the cow pasture, pigs, sheep, horse paddock, chickens, and our grain silo, and then we've got a couple of easy sheds knocking around in the farmhouse. So take all that out, and like I say, you can build this to be whatever you want it to be, which is rather nice. Now, it does say as well that there are some additional landscaping textures. So what I will also do at this point is I'll cut to a little video I took earlier on to show you what the landscaping textures are. Okay, so south out of the town, if you follow this road right the way to the very end, it will take you to the train station mill. This way north, all the way out, it will take you to the grain mill. Then when we get to the crossroads in the middle, if you go all the way out to the east, we've got Railroad Silo East, correctly labelled. And all the way out that way takes us to Railroad Silo West. What I'm going to do now is jump in the train and I'm going to show you those. I mean, just so you can see them. I mean, at the end of the day, they are on the map. If we zoom out, what we do start with on New Farmer as well is Field 12, Field 13 and this plot of land that the farm is on. These are some of the cheaper ones and the farmland as well. That's what we start with, but like I say, Railroad Silo West, up the top, we've got the grain mill. This side we've got Railroad Silo East, and then we've got Train Station Mill. This is possibly one of the quickest and easiest map tours I will have done, I think. We are currently on the train heading along the southern part of the map to the train station mill. Now all of these are pretty much identical. When we get to them you'll see. The only thing I will say that's a possible negative, the map edge is a little bit, I mean it's difficult. What do you do on a map that's like this? It is hard, I guess. But the sell point is there. You can sell from the train and you can sell from the road. Now it does also say, let's zoom out, that with regard to the train, if I can find it, the train layout has a diesel loco with 2 grain, 2 sugar beet and 2 wood chip cars. All train cars can hold grain and wood chips cars hold root crops. So that's not a lumber one. Considering you can do logging all the way around, there's not a lumber one. This is going to take a little bit of time. Actually, it would help if I sped up a little bit. So what I'll do, I'll cut in a second, and I will see you at the Railroad Silo West. So as we come up on Railroad Silo West, just remembering that this is a silo, not a sell point. Yeah, it's not a sell point. It's just a silo for storage of crops, and I think they hold 200,000 litres each. So our main silo is 200,000 litres. Silos other, total capacity is 400,000. So each of those silos is 200,000 litres, which is fairly standard, I think. Now it does say there are 4 water stations on the map as well. They are green hoses on the wall. There are 2 at the shop, 1 at the animal dealer and 1 at the farm. But again, with placeables you can place, you know, any water points you want around the map. That is entirely up to you. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention as well, there are transport missions. It does say minimum 4 pallets per mission, which pays out more money. Did we have a transport one up here? Let me just have a quick check. No, but there are transport ones that pop up, and they do pay out a little bit more than usual for a transport mission, if you wanted to do those. Well, coming up now is the grain mill, the northernmost point of the map, or the northernmost sell point. All of this along here is the northernmost, but that's the northernmost sell point. And the last one we will have a quick look at, I mean it's exactly the same as the other one, just the other side of the map, will be Railroad Silo East. What we're going to do as we turn the bend, this is field 3. This will give you some idea of the size of the field. Now I can't zoom in any closer to the train. If I swing around there, the trees start flashing by, and I don't want to get myself an epileptic fit, let alone anyone else. But it gives you some idea of the size of the field. There's a big dip in the middle of it as well, so you know, if you're worried about getting bored while you're harvesting it or fertilising it or sowing it, you know, it does have undulations. I know it's what everyone lives for. We're almost at the end of field 3. As we swing round, we're coming up onto Railroad Silo East. And that is Big Fields Farm by NinjaCurt. There's not much else to say, really. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.